Imagine for a moment you are handed the keys to a masterpiece, a rolling sculpture of immense power and prestige. The Bentley Continental GT sits before you, a 2-ton declaration of success forged from leather, wood, and gleaming chrome. Its engine is a whisper of immense potential, and its interior is a sanctuary from the ordinary world. You have not just bought a car, you have acquired a symbol, a tangible piece of an aspirational dream. You drive it off the dealership forecourt, the sun glinting off its flawless paint, and you feel, quite rightly, on top of the world. Yet, in the quiet background, a financial clock has started ticking, one that counts down with a startling and brutal speed. The journey this car is about to take you on, from a brand new luxury item to a used commodity, reveals one of the most dramatic and hidden stories in the entire automotive world. The staggering depreciation hit a Bentley Continental GT endures in its very first year. This story begins not with metal and machinery, but with perception and desire. The initial price tag of a new Continental GT is a carefully constructed figure, a number that encompasses far more than the cost of its physical components. You are paying for the heritage, for the winged bee emblem, for the promise of a bespoke experience and the unshakable status that comes with it. This price is a gateway, a barrier to entry that makes ownership exclusive. The moment you, the first owner, complete the purchase and drive the car away, you perform a simple but economically catastrophic magic trick. You have instantly transformed this pristine, factory-fresh object into a used car. The magic of that new car aura vanishes in an instant. The first scratch, even if microscopic, is now your scratch. The first mile on the odometer is your mile. The vehicle is no longer the perfect, unsullied dream offered by the showroom. It is now a personal possession with a history, however brief. This immediate shift in status is the first and most powerful lever that pulls the value downward. The next chapter of this value erosion is driven by a simple, almost cruel question. Who buys a nearly new Bentley? The person with the financial capacity to drop $250,000 or more on a new luxury car is, almost by definition, not shopping in the 1-year-old used car market. They want the latest model, the newest technology, the specific color combination they chose themselves, and that irreplaceable feeling of being the very first owner. They are buying the dream fresh from the factory. The market for a 1-year-old Continental GT, therefore, is an entirely different group. These are savvy buyers who desire the Bentley experience but are unwilling to pay the full dream price. They are looking for a deal, a shortcut to luxury. They know the original owner has already absorbed the single biggest cost of ownership, that initial, violent depreciation. They are hunting for a bargain, and this dynamic creates a massive gap between what you paid and what they are willing to pay. The market price plummets to meet this new, more frugal demand. Furthermore, the ownership proposition of a car like this is fundamentally different after the first year. The allure of a new Bentley is a complete package. The flawless vehicle, the comprehensive warranty, the concierge-like service from the dealership, and the peace of mind that comes with it. After a year, while the warranty remains, the car is now just one step closer to its first major service, its first set of new tires, a cost that can run into the thousands, and the looming, shadowy fear of an out-of-warranty repair. The financial risk profile of the car changes. The new owner is insulated from this for a while, but the second-hand buyer is acutely aware that they are buying into a world where maintenance is not just an oil change, it's a statement of expense. This perceived future risk further suppresses the price they are comfortable paying today. The car is no longer a worry-free symbol of ultimate luxury. It is a complex machine with a potentially expensive future. This entire process is a masterclass in the difference between intrinsic value and perceived value. The intrinsic value, the cost of the leather, the engine, the assembly, does not drop by 40 or 50% in 12 months. The materials are still top tier. The craftsmanship is still impeccable. The car is, mechanically and cosmetically, almost identical to the day it left the factory. What has collapsed is the perceived value. The brand's power, so effective at justifying the high initial price, works in reverse on the used market. The very exclusivity that made it desirable new now works against it, limiting the pool of potential used buyers. The dream has been transferred. The new model in the showroom is now the object of desire, and last year's model is merely a very good used car. The financial shock you experience is the price you paid for the privilege of living that dream first, for that one perfect year of untouched, unblemished ownership. So, when you see a nearly new Bentley Continental GT sitting on a pre-owned lot, its price slashed by a staggering amount, you're not looking at a machine that has deteriorated. You are looking at the ghost of a premium that has been paid. You are witnessing the financial aftermath of a dream that has been lived. The first owner paid a monumental sum not just for the car itself, but for the right to be the first to experience it, to absorb that initial, breathtaking financial blow so that someone else, down the line, can enjoy the Bentley essence at a fraction of the cost. It is a hidden transfer of wealth, a silent agreement between the aspirational and the pragmatic, all centered on a vehicle that, in every tangible way, remains as magnificent as the day it was born. The depreciation is not a measure of the car's quality, it is the cost of the dream, and it is a bill that comes due with dramatic and decisive force after just one trip around the sun.